you guys? How we all doing? John Brecco, Johnny Sharp here, coming back live with you guys. We're gonna see in a little bit if people tune in at this time. If anybody tunes in while I'm talking, then I'm gonna say this. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are getting very, very close to 21,000 subscribers. Hoping to hit 25,000 subscribers by the time the year ends. I greatly appreciate anybody's help, and so does everybody else involved with this channel. So thank you so very much for every like, every comment, every subscription, every bit of support that you guys have given us. And we also made a Patreon recently, and we are going to put up our first video on it very, very soon. We did a match reaction. It was Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan, and I really hope you guys support that and like the video as well once we finally put it up. Don't do anything for the Patreon just yet. I want to be able to offer stuff for you guys so that way it actually makes sense for you guys to support and make sure you keep up, with the content that we post over on the Patreon. So our first person just came in, so I'm going to get right to the topic of the show today. So Cody Rhodes' title run has taken a little bit of an interesting turn because, as I thought, Drew McIntyre is still involved with the feud between Cody Rhodes. However, the shakeup for me has been Aleister Black becoming involved with this. And I'll be honest, my first reaction that I had when I saw Aleister Black come out when Cody Rhodes was speaking, I was like, random. Because all of a sudden, he's talking to Cody Rhodes, and all of a sudden, he's getting pushed up to the main event scene when he was fighting Damian Priest in a mid-card feud, losing in a mid-card title match. So obviously, if he goes one-on-one with Cody Rhodes, I think we know how that's going to turn out. Maybe we're doing it to get a few more eyes on Aleister Black. I do think that would make a little bit of sense in that regard, but obviously, you're not going to be worried about Cody Rhodes losing the title to Aleister Black, given the way they've both been pushed and handled as of recently. So I really don't see anything changing with that. Maybe we're trying to put off losing the title to Drew McIntyre till a little bit later down the road and to be able to keep things fresh. And maybe that's why they went the route they did on SmackDown with what happened to Drew McIntyre, which was he would eventually end up coming out and he would end up kicking the referee that counted the three in his match, blamed the referee, and he's put his hands on officials in the past and gotten in trouble for it. So this wasn't really much of a shock. And it's always fun to see Drew McIntyre when he gets unhinged, when he loses his shit, when he really becomes the Scottish psychopath and decides to go apeshit, which is actually something that I've been waiting for quite a while. And I think this makes sense for this match to be the trigger. And I wouldn't mind if we had two more matches. We had one more match that he loses, and he just decides to go balls to the wall, completely off the rails, completely loses shit, and just take it out on everything and everyone in his path. I wouldn't mind that from Drew McIntyre. He has been on this downward spiral for years, and he's managed to make that work with his character. And I have been very appreciative of everything that Drew McIntyre has done up till now because he's managed to stay very entertaining and throughout everything that we've seen. And again, I feel like this started back when he lost that match to Roman Reigns. He's been very entertaining with his feud with CM Punk, with Damian Priest, where he got bored at work. Those have been some of the bigger ones. Todd Butchman, shout out to you. Appreciate you coming into the chat. Tony Khan offered Drew double to go to AEW. Apparently, Drew McIntyre is under contract until 2028. Don't quote me on that because I'm not exactly a journalist. but I do believe he's going to be in WWE for a few more years. So they do have time to finally make a move with Drew McIntyre and do something with him, which I think a lot of the fans would appreciate. I myself would appreciate. A lot of people have been saying that Drew McIntyre deserves better. And again, I do think he will get that, but I do think it's going to be at a little bigger of a pay-per-view. Shout out to you, Kate Holly Godfrey. Appreciate you stopping by, saying hi, tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. Every bit of support really does mean a lot. I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Help us get to 21,000 subscribers if you are not subscribed already. And tell a friend. Help us get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I mentioned it before anybody was really in the chat. We are starting a Patreon, and we did make our first video for it. So once that video goes up, I will let you guys know. It's a match reaction, by the way. It's the Invisible Man versus the Invisible Stan in GCW, and it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun filming it. We enjoyed the match. We enjoyed the absolute buffoonery of that comedy match. One of the best comedy matches, I think, of all time. And you guys should definitely check it out once we put it up. You look like the guy from One Direction. I'm not the. I hope it's not the host from The Voice. I do actually have a friend that's on The Voice, by the way, but I hope you're not talking about. I think it's Neil something. I forget exactly what his name is. But shout out to you, Nuria. Shout out to you, MKE. I don't know why you decided to put your name in the comments, but yeah, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to AP Fart for the Cam Thug. I'm not going to do that. I have no reason to fart. I'm not going to force myself. So that one, you're just going to have to go without. I apologize. But let me know what you guys think about what Drew McIntyre's been doing, about how his booking's been, about the direction they're going with Drew McIntyre, with Aleister Black, with Cody Rhodes. I am excited that they are trying to keep this feud fresh, but I would like to see, obviously, Drew McIntyre win in the long run. I don't know how they're going to have him do that yet, but I do think it is time to make a move with Drew McIntyre, and at the end of this feud, have him go on somewhat of a title run. It doesn't have to be, this long, outstanding run, because I think if you give him the title for a cup of coffee, you're going to see Drew McIntyre continue in that downward spiral that's honestly been helping him out for years now. So you can give him the title for a cup of coffee and it can work. Just my thoughts on that. And again, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. But that was really all I had to talk about today. So before I go, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe one more time. Shout out to Cubs the GOAT. Hey yo! And make sure you subscribe, motherfucker. But what's up? I'm a big fan. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate every person that has been a fan of the channel and has been here supporting. And I appreciate Cubs the GOAT for that as well. Shout out to Safi Cool. I butchered that so bad just now. Holy shit. That was awful. I'm not doing the AO again. I already did it once. I'm only going to do it so many times. But no, I appreciate all you guys, 100%. But again, before I go, let me know your thoughts about Drew McIntyre, his feud with Cody Rhodes, how you feel about their characters, how you feel about Aleister Black coming in all of a sudden to the feud. Shout out to Harmon XP. Your vids are crazy. I try. I'll brush my shoulders off now. But again, let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help us get to 25K. Appreciate you guys always supporting the channel. Deuces.